It's the Cessna Citation CJ1 Plus, which is one of the most fuel-efficient jets ever made. When private jets are made again, but bigger and better, they are usually very similar to the originals. The CJ1 Plus is no different. It does have some useful upgrades, though. The already low cost of running the CJ1 was cut even more, making it the cheapest light jet to run in its class. And small changes to the engines and the extra cargo space make a big difference. It uses about 132 gallons of fuel per hour, which is a little less than the CJ1, even though the CJ1 Plus can carry a little more. One of the best things about the CJ1 Plus is that its flight systems are simple but reliable, which also helps keep its costs low. Its cockpit is much better than the CJ1's and has the latest technology for situational awareness and FADEC with the ProLine 21 avionics package. But does it still use the least amount of fuel compared to other jets on the market? Can it keep up with newer planes? Here is everything you need to know about the Cessna Citation CJ1 Plus. Watch the whole video. The cabin is 58 inches or 1.47 meters wide and 57 inches or 1.45 meters tall when you step inside. The plane can comfortably fit up to 5 people, but it can also be set up so that it can hold 7 people at most. The main area has club seating, and there is one forward-facing seat next to the door. The layout is meant to strike the best possible balance between comfort and usefulness. The full-length dropped aisle makes the cabin feel bigger, and most owners are surprised by how comfortable it is, even though they know how fuel-efficient the plane is. Even though the CJ1 Plus doesn't have a full-service galley, it does have a small refreshment center near the door. It has space for small snacks, drinks in bottles, and other small refreshments. The galley does its job well enough for the jet's range and mission profile, which usually includes shorter flights. Each seat in the club configuration has an average pitch of 30 inches or 75 centimeters, which gives you a lot of leg room. The seats have lots of padding, can be leaned back for extra comfort, and can turn completely around. The CJ1 Plus is designed with a bleed air pressurization system that keeps the cabin at an altitude of about 8,000 feet, even when it's flying at its highest level of 41,000 feet. The plane has 7 windows that are bigger than those on most light jets. These windows let a lot of natural light into the cabin. When it comes to entertainment on board, the plane has an advanced in-flight entertainment system and Wi-Fi that can be used if desired. One big plus is that the cabin isn't very noisy. Soundproofing materials are used on the jet to cut down on engine and wind noise. The noise level isn't as low as in a library, but it's still low enough that you can talk to someone without raising your voice and watch your videos without being bothered. In line with what you might expect in a light jet, the bathroom is simple but works. Because it has a belt, the toilet can also be used as an extra seat if needed. Based on the plane's usual mission profile, this is usually thought to be enough by most operators and passengers. The outside luggage compartment has 65 cubic feet, or 1,850 liters of space, which is more than enough for business trips or weekend trips. Cockpit. Now it's time to go into the cockpit. The layout is designed to be operated by a single pilot, and it puts a lot of emphasis on making things easy to understand. The Collins system was better than the straight CJ models. The CJ1 Plus came with a co-pilot PFD, a flight management system, broadcast geographical weather, Skywatch HP, and a landmark terrain avoidance and warning system as standard equipment. This plane has extra features that the CJ1 didn't have, like integrated avionics, FMS, performance database, FADEC engines, electronic checklist, and a maintenance diagnostic system. The plane is about 60 inches or 150 centimeters wide, and it has a dark cockpit philosophy. The Collins ProLine 21 suite is the most important piece of avionics. It has 3 8K-inch high-resolution LCD screens, 2 PFDs on either side of an MFD. The PFDs have an attitude heading reference system built in that gives information on pitch, roll, and yaw. For extra safety, information from the traffic collision avoidance system and the terrain awareness warning system can be added on top of these PFDs. The MFD in the middle is the main screen for navigational maps, system diagnostics, and more. It can show real-time weather radar data and work with better ground proximity warning systems. It's important that the CJ1 Plus is simple to fly. A lot of its systems, like desing and cabin pressurization, work on their own. Engine bleed air is used to keep the wing edge and engine from freezing and to clear the windshield of rain. To keep the cabin warm and pressurized, an automatic cycling system controls de-icing boots that are inflated with air to protect the horizontal tail. In addition to having very few operational requirements, this private jet can usually be flown by a single pilot, giving flight operations a lot of flexibility. 2 VHF radios and a strong flight management system are used for communication and navigation. The CJ1 Plus also has a wide area augmentation system and a localizer that works well with vertical guidance approaches. This makes navigation even more accurate and safe. The ProLine 21 system's built-in autopilot and flight director are very impressive. They have many useful features, such as holding the altitude or speed vertically and changing the direction of the flight. Aside from the main features, the MFD also lets pilots access Jeppesen electronic charts. In a separate part of the MFD, an engine indication system shows things about the engine, like fuel flow, oil pressure, and turbine temperature. There are also data link options in the cockpit for getting weather reports and talking on SATCOM systems. Even though it's not standard, synthetic vision technology can be added to make a three-dimensional map of the terrain. The CJ1 Plus also has ADS-B out capabilities so that it can work with modern air traffic management systems. Engine and performance. Now let's talk about how it flies and how well the engine works. 2 Williams International FJ44 1AP turbofan engines, each with a test burn time of 3,500 hours and a thrust output of 1,965 pounds, power the CJ1 Plus. On a normal day, the plane needs 3,400 feet or 1,040 meters of runway to take off from sea level. The engines let the plane climb up to 3,300 feet per minute, which is 1,000 meters, and cruise up to 41,000 feet, which is 12,500 meters. The rate at which it climbs is one of the best new features. The CJ1 could reach 41,000 feet in 59 minutes, but the CJ1 Plus can do it in just 32 minutes. The plane can cruise at a top speed of 389 knots and uses only 132 gallons, or 500 liters of fuel an hour on average. This makes it a very fuel-efficient private jet. The CJ1 Plus uses a little less fuel than the CJ1, even though it can carry a little more. The fuel economy is mostly due to Cessna's choice of engines, which give the plane a little more thrust when it takes off than the FJ44 1As that came before them. Because they worked well in the old Citation line, natural laminar flow wings are still used in the CJ1 Plus. Cessna and NASA worked together for 4 years to design them, but the wait was well worth it. The natural laminar flow wing delays the start of flow separation for longer, which makes the lift-to-drag characteristics 10 to 15% better than with older straight-wing designs. The jet can fly up to 1,300 nautical miles, which is about 1,500 miles, or 2,400 kilometers. It can carry up to 1,500 pounds, or 680 kilograms of cargo, or 550 pounds, or 250 kilograms of full fuel, and must land at least 2,600 feet, or 790 meters away. Costs. A new Cessna Citation CJ1 Plus costs $5 million, not counting any options. It can be rented out for about $3,000 to $5,000 an hour. Prices will, of course, change based on supply and demand, fuel costs, airport fees, and the cost of running the business. The fixed cost for a year is about $300,000 to $450,000, and the operating cost for an hour is about $1,500 to $2,000. Enjoyed this one and would like to see more? Click on this video for another journey through the $5 million Piper M700 Fury. See you there in a second.